Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle, along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We get set for the 2023 football season here in Oklahoma. We dive into Class A football, and you got to start with the defending state champions, the Fairview Yellowjackets. Can they repeat? We'll talk about that. Take a look at the season schedule. And will Fairview lose in the regular season? Our predictions coming up. But first, let's hear from one of our great sponsors here on the High School Huddle. The High School Huddle is presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Contact Generations Church by calling 405-282-6848 or visit them online at generationsguthrie.com. It was a perfect season a year ago for Fairview Yellowjackets. They took down Gore in the state championship game over at Chad Richardson Stadium on the campus of University of Central Oklahoma. The same location Fairview's hoping to get back. Coach Robert Bernard's got a quarterback that he knows very well, Jax Bernard. Great numbers a year ago, expected to have great numbers again this year, and many people have him number one to begin the year.
Including me. They threw for over 3,000 yards last year, 39 touchdowns in the air, also ran for about 400 yards, another 9 touchdowns. Very, very athletic young man. A lot of athletes around him, big targets he can go get. 6'4", 180, Reed Martins, wideout, Isaiah Burris, 5'8", 165, speedster, another 5'11", 175. They all combined for over 2,000 yards receiving. That's all coming back for this year.
Yeah, and the year before that, they were 11-1. So this group knows how to win, 26-1, and here that most of them coming into their senior year, and so they've been battle tested and won it all in the state championship here in a very entertaining Class A title.
Yeah, they've lost one game, as you said, in the last 2 years. They're super, super competitive and well coached. I think they're going to be a lot for A-ball to handle.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at their season schedule, and it all begins on the road. Defending state champions are at Hobart. And you look at the season schedule there, I think you can probably highlight one game that will be fun to watch, and that's a potential top 10 game when Fairview goes on the road to Hooker. And as you see, the first 3 of the 4 games are on the road. Yeah, 3 of the 4 on the game. Hooker is right in many publications in that top 10 in Class A. You know, finish to finish right behind in many publications, right behind Fairview in Class A1 district play. But, you know, again, I think they're the cream of the crop in A-ball going into the season. They've got that great returning quarterback. Anytime it's a quarterback's kid, too. Yeah. You know, they're going to have a high football IQ. They're going to know the game. They're not going to make a lot of mistakes. They're just going to be good. And then he's on top of that. Kid threw for over 3,000 yards. That's a lot of yards in Class A ball.
If he does that again this year, a lot of them will be to Reed Martins as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Tegan Gilchrist, 125 tackles a year ago. He's back as well on the defensive side of the football. Class A be fun to watch. Fairview, a favorite to win a state championship, but you got Ringling, you got Hominy, you got Stroud. Crescent could make a big push in Class A football as well. But end of the day, A1 district championship, I think, goes through Fairview once again this year.
I think that's right. Yep.
Take a look at the season record, and I think no surprise here, guys. We all three have the Fairview Yellowjackets all going 10-0.
Yeah, I think
great logo, by the way.
It's a great logo. I think they're, Fairview's just one. It's kind of like Carl Albert in 5A, Bixby. 6A2 for all those years, now continued on in 6A, although we think that might look a little different this year. They've just became one of those mainstays. Yeah. When you look at Class A ball, you always think the Ringlings, you always think Colcord, you always think Hominy, just those teams. They're there, close to where we live, Crescent. Don't sleep on the Tigers. They made a big run back in 2017 all the way to the state championship game. I think, not barring a couple of injuries, I think they could have easily won the state title that year, but they had some key injuries in that state championship game. But, man, Crescent's a very, very good football team. So it's going to be a real competitive Class A. You got to throw Hooker in there, Woodland, Tonkawa, Minko's always in there as well. So some really great Class A football teams.
The only one question I have about Fairview is they're the Yellowjackets, but it's orange. Yeah. There's no yellow.
I didn't know if that was our fault.
No.
Okay.
It's never our fault, Phil.
Well, I didn't know if Ronnie did graphics.
Well, no. That's the one thing I need to know. So Fairview fans, leave us a message.
Know.
Why not the orange jackets?
The orange. Well, there's no such thing.
Well,
it's true. He's right about that one.
Okay,
he's smart.
But look. What is that? That's an orange
it's
jacket.
orange. No, I know. None of it makes
Fairview
sense.
fans, help us out.
Yeah.
Give us a message of why.
It's much like, how did I end up with these tokens?
Like,
It don't matter. You're going to go 10-0 regardless what the
we don't
logo
care
is.
what your
But
logo
yeah,
is.
but
You're
yeah,
gonna go 10-0.
that's the only debate right now.
Right.
Give us the info on the logo.
We're not worried about your football team.
No,
It's your
they're
logo.
fine.
The mascot.
The logo is very confusing.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
So I'll tell Yellow Jackets. They're yellow.
They're yellow.
We need an explanation.
Booker
Please.
T's, they're Hornets. That's orange.
I'm sure there's
Oh, boy. There's all
perfect
kinds of problems
explanation.
right now.
Yeah.
Help
All right,
us out.
Help us out.
All right. Also, help us out by subscribing to our favorite YouTube page,
Yes.
Second Banana Media. Subscribe and like. You'll be notified of videos like this, goofy, sometimes informative. And our live show begins Wednesday, August 16th at 6 o'clock throughout the entire football season. I hope you can join us there. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. If it all gets confusing, go to secondbananamedia.com. You can find the High School Huddle there, along with other great podcasts, and then all the social media networks are all right there. So appreciate you checking us out. Best of luck to the Fairview Yellowjackets. We'll see you in the playoffs. We'll see you in the playoffs. And look forward to you checking us out all season long here on the High School Huddle.